Hey, what is going on? Today is December 22nd, 4 p.m. in the afternoon. I already fucked that up. But essentially, man, we missed the podcast last Friday. I've been so busy catching up on my very last Christmas shopping. But we finally finished all that stuff, man. And here we are. Today is going to be the first day that I don't really have a topic or like a story to really talk about. So we're just gonna kind of try to chill, talk a little bit about whatever comes to mind. I'm really trying to talk about this Spider-Man movie that just came out, but man, like so many people haven't watched it, and I don't want to do like spoilers and mess it up for anybody. But man, what a great year it's going to be for Marvel fans. I'm gonna pull up the timeline right now, and as I'm pulling it up, I do gotta say too, though, I'm super pumped for this Matrix movie. Someone told me that I should be able to watch it on HBO Max soon. So, dude, whew, it's gonna be insane. I'm a big fan of those movies. Like, not a super fanatic like I am for Marvel, but I have watched all of those movies, so it's gonna be a super good time, and I'm looking. I forgot how to look up stuff, obviously. Here we go. Upcoming Marvel movie. Marvel Phase 4. It says here. I don't think this is right. I have to find a different. Jeez, how about you have this shit ready, Kaze? Right here. Struggling. We just started, man. All right, look, May 6th we have Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Then July 8th we have Thor Love and Thunder, and Black Panther Wakanda Forever drops on the 11th of November. And then the Marvels, this is the Marvels or the Marvels, not sure, drops in 2023. And then Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania drops on July 28th, 2023. But aside from that, we have a bunch of other things dropping, and it's a bunch of shows. Disney, Marvel shows. Upcoming. Just misspelled the fuck out of upcoming, but it is what it is. We have Miss Marvel dropping summer 2022, then Moon Knight 2022, and She-Hulk 2022 as well. Hawkeye today, actually, I haven't watched it yet, but I have to watch the last episode of Hawkeye, which has been pretty good as well. Completely different than anything we've seen thus far, but man, I'm liking it. Well, completely different to what you would have thought it could be. It's much more low-key, much more like, you know, like, obviously Hawkeye doesn't really have superpowers, but he's still pretty much of a badass. And Kate Bishop, I think, really brings the show together. Man, so excited for all that stuff to come out. I'm not a huge comic buff or anything like that, but I have kept up with the Marvel universe, the cinematic universe anyways, ever since it first came out. So I'm pretty well versed as far as that goes. Ever since I really dove into my fandom of Marvel, I've also started watching a bunch of DC animated movies. All that stuff is great, man. And I've also watched all of the Star Wars movies officially, which is something I hadn't done. I did all this during pandemic, and holy shit, it's crazy to think about it, man. Like, I hated that this, in theory, the second podcast or the third podcast that we do, but I'm still talking about pandemic. But man, like, it made up so much of our lives, you know. And not gonna lie, I was one of those people that I've always worked retail, so I was one of those people that didn't have a job all the last year. Man, and I got a chance to watch a lot of TV. A lot of shows, a lot of franchises that I've always been interested in, but like not necessarily ever had the chance to like actually like dive into them. I got a chance to really dive in and engulf myself in them, so that was pretty cool, man. Aside from that, today I guess moving on, segue. Today we actually I took my today I actually took my stepdaughter Wendy to work with me. I had to do a bunch of things in the morning with my mom, and then went to pick her up. She was at work, and then she was having such a good time with my coworkers. She was drawing some things, and she gave my assistant manager a little card that she made right there on the spot. So that was pretty cool. She did walk out of my workplace with some goodies. I think she got some candy, some cupcakes. It was a good time. And then we had to run a bunch of other errands. Holy crap. But it was overall a good time, man. Like, we haven't really gotten a chance to hang out together by ourselves in a while. So definitely cool. Like, her and I just taking on the town. Those things. So hello. You can't open for your mommy said no. I asked her and she said yeah, because I was nice and I let you open a present, but your mommy said no, honey. Sorry. You want anything else to eat, anything like that? Food cup that interests you? Food cup. No? And do you want, there's yogurts. We left your Yakult in the car too, by the way. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Are they in the freezer or in the fridge? Can you get it? Hey, don't scare him, but then you're complaining that he's always after you. Wait, so it's a, no, leave him alone. Is it in the freezer or can you get it or you want me to get it? Okay. She's over here tormenting the. Now you're scared, right? Man. We're gonna have to edit a bunch of that because I've been taking a lot of pauses and I've been working on that. I don't want to take as many pauses because I don't want to edit this. I'm super new to this, so new that in fact I don't even have a podcasting service yet that I really want to upload these to, but I do want to eventually get them on Spotify. Aside from everything I just said, we're gearing up. I still have to do a bunch of like the preparations for it, but we are gearing up for our anniversary, our first anniversary of streaming, which will happen the first week of January. Aside from that, we're also working on a stream schedule, just because we have a lot of the people that follow us, we play with, which is kind of what happens when you're a small streamer, which is awesome because you really get to know your community and all that stuff. Nice. Wait, you don't want the yogurt? What are you gonna do right now? Huh? Oh. So what are you gonna do in the kitchen? Okay. Sorry. Anyways, where was I? Yeah, so we're gonna do an actual stream schedule now. I just got a promotion at work too, so there's a lot happening in 2022, man, which we're super excited about. But we're gonna set up a stream schedule essentially so that we're like better able to really play with everyone that has followed us for this past year, and for us to really start diving into other games aside from Warzone. I think one of the main things that happened this year, we got a big following thanks to playing Warzone all the time, but at the same time, like the fact that we have become like kind of stale or stuck, kind of has made it so that we're not really like we're not really getting that many new followers. So what we want to do is kind of start diving back into playing more FIFA. We're gonna start playing some single player games. We're gonna try to start getting into other types of games too. So all that stuff is stuff that's always on my mind that just kind of keeps me up at night. But bro, it's awesome, man. Like, I can't believe it's been a full year already. obviously the holidays make you feel super nostalgic and things like that, but what an awesome year it has been. They say you're not supposed to be thanking your audience all the time because it gets super repetitive, and then people are like, oh, this guy's not growing, so he's really just like appreciating what he's done. But that's not it at all, man. I'm appreciative right now of the ride, you know, like how it's been, like having to get used to like be my own IT guy at home, which has really made me like find out that like I love things related to like computers and things like that. So I'm really diving a little bit more into that as well. But overall, what a good year it's been, man. I'll finish out just by kind of saying like, you know, happy holidays to everyone. Make sure you hug your loved ones. Make sure that you reach out to those people that you might not be vibing with, people that you might have issues that could be seen as petty, or issues that you feel like are not worth losing a person in your life over, you know. And really dive in and figure out like, what is it that I have done to contribute to like a negative energy that has like created a gap between me and someone. Because a lot of the times, most of us like can't really tell that difference, you know. A lot of us end up just figuring that I'm in the right and you're in the wrong, and that's the only way around it. But end all be all, you don't have to be best friends with people. You just have to put positive energy into the universe, man. And not so much because I'm super worried about like bad energy or anything like that, but man, that helps you be so much more at peace with yourself, man. It helps you be so much more at peace with yourself, and you really stop worrying about what other people, what could be happening around you that that might make people like think a certain way of you. But essentially, in my opinion, it's all about yourself. It's all about you being comfortable with who you are, you knowing that when you go to sleep at night, there's no one plotting against you, you know. So really consider these things, man. And we're probably not gonna do another one of these until the new year. So thank you for listening. We're gonna try to figure out some cool gameplay to put behind this, and your boy Kaze is out. Happy holidays. Let's put that guy on skates. True. In front of me. They're camping boys, bro. Objective complete. Now, time for a drink. I don't know how I didn't die right there, but